Well, hello there, folks. My name is Mark Miles, looking to help you become the best trainer, facilitator, coach, mentor you truly can be, online and face-to-face space. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about something which is titled To Stand or Sit. To stand or sit. And I have a stool. Here's my stool. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but I just wanted to do a bit of a novel way to introduce the topic of when I'm delivering online, should I sit or stand? Should I sit or stand? Now, in this video, I'm going to do something unusual. I'm not going to tell you what to do, right? Now, however, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the pros and cons of standing or sitting, right? And this all came to be because when everybody shifted to online delivery, as COVID was happening, a lot of big gurus, and you could probably think of who they are, they built big studios, right? And they had all these big Zoom screens and people in the background, and they were demonstrating, they had a big audience. Great, fair enough, right? But as a result of that, most of the gurus, presenters, were standing up when they were presenting, which is great, right? Then you have other people that will present sitting down, right? And they will present, and then occasionally when they come to tell a story or get interactive, they may stand up and they may move around a little bit. All right, so you may be wondering, what's the best thing to do? And my answer to that is, well, up to you. However, myself personally, I personally prefer to stand up the entire time I present. Now, a couple of reasons for that. Number one, it helps me manage my energy. It's a lot easier for me to be dynamic and engaging, being able to move around. However, a big part of that is I need to be aware of the camera and how far I can move and when I go on screen or off screen, right? Next part about it is proximity. I don't want to be too close. I don't want to be too far away, because the closer you are, the more your audience are going to feel a connection to you. However, you don't want to be so close that people can see up your nostrils, right? It's a really, really important thing. And I don't know if I can... On the ground, I've actually white tape there, as you can see there in the camera. and that'll remind me to not stand over that, because if I do, that's going to be too far in their face, so to speak, or in their camera. And people, like, if I'm too close, people are going to pull away, right? So for me, though, it really helps me manage my energy, helps me be dynamic, helps me gesture more, and really get my point across. Now, if I'm seated, it's okay to do it for a period of time, but eventually people's energy falls flat very, very quickly, right? You will get that intimate connection and people will really connect with you as a trainer and facilitator, but eventually people's energies are going to drop faster and faster, right? So I guess my tip, if you want to consider something, is if you want to vary it up and stand and be seated as well, you can actually do that, and you can have two separate cameras. So when you are presenting at certain points, you may want to be standing, and then at other points you may want to be seated, but you may have two different cameras for those things when you shift position, so to speak. For me, that's a little bit complicated, so I just stand up the entire time, and I've got a fatigue mat that I stand on, so it doesn't drain my energy too much. I'm just used to presenting standing up face-to-face anyway. When I present face-to-face, I never sit down anyway, so I'm kind of used to it, right? But anyway, how about you? Do you stand? Do you sit when you present online? And what are your thoughts around it? Myself personally, I will always stand until I can't, and I find that's just the best way to engage my audience, get them hooked, get them inspired, and be able to gesture throughout the process as well when I'm on camera. However, the caveat is I need to be aware of how how much of me is on the screen, and if I ever go off camera or anything like that, I need to be aware of that, right? Anyway, hope you guys have some value from the video, and like, comment, share, let's get the message out there. And would the real presenter please stand up? All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.